skip it up and that up.
Get ready for the first race.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and this is the outfit I wear while jet skiing. Alright guys, what's going on? You're looking at some Wave Race 64 footage. I'm going old school for you today, and it's kind of fitting I'm using a Nintendo game because most of the stories today have to do with Nintendo and the Wii U. The first big story is that even though the Nintendo 3DS has sold 15 million units worldwide, Nintendo right now is financially getting their asses handed to them. By the end of the fiscal year, which will be March 2012, Nintendo expects to lose $838 million. This is the first time in 24 years the company is reporting a loss, and it's a huge one. They're contributing this huge loss to slow sales all around. All of their projections for all three of their systems, the DS, the 3DS, and the Wii, are not selling as well as they initially hoped for this year. And on top of it, the huge price cut for the 3DS killed them. That $80 price cut made them take huge losses. It helped the system in the long run, but it still hurt their bottom line. And this leads into the next story I want to talk about, is that Nintendo has confirmed that the Wii U, their next generation system, will be launched worldwide by holiday season 2012. They have to do that, especially with these huge losses they're taking right now. The Wii, the original Wii, is considered a lame duck system because people know a next-gen console is coming from Nintendo, so they have to bring something fresh to the market to reinvigorate sales, and they have to do it as soon as possible, because if they don't, they're going to keep bleeding money, and that could be fatal for Nintendo. On the flip side, though, this could be a huge opportunity for Nintendo. Sony has stated that they are not going to unveil a new console at E3 2012. Microsoft has guaranteed that they're not going to come out with a new console until 2013. And on top of it, the next generation Xbox doesn't seem to be as powerful as everyone initially thought. It's going to pretty much be on par with the Wii U, as of now, unless the rumored specifications that IGN released change for the next generation Xbox. So Nintendo, I know you're hurting financially right now. This is the first time in a quarter century your company has posted a loss, and it's a huge one. You have an opportunity right now to take back the home console market. You need to release that system on time, it needs to be reliable hardware-wise, and you need to release it with kick-ass launch titles. If you do all three of those, you're going to dominate the next generation. I don't care what Sony and Microsoft come out with, I promise you. And speaking of Microsoft, there's another rumor coming out about their next-gen system, and this one is a doozy. They are saying that the next generation Xbox will not allow used games to be played on it. Now, that's it. There's no details on this. They're not saying how it's going to be implemented, if your gamer tag is going to be associated with the disc when you pop it in the system, or it's going to come with an online pass, like if you buy a computer game for your computer, you have to punch in a code. All they're saying is that the next gen system, this is a rumor right now, will not work with used games. Let me give you my take on that. That really annoys me. First off, let me give a disclaimer about this. For everyone out there who's going to jump on the used games are bad for the business bandwagon, I'm not talking when a game is newly released. I'm not talking when a game just comes out and people wait a couple days to come back and buy it used for $5 cheaper. That totally screws over the developers and publishers, and that is just a very bad business practice. What I'm talking about, what bothers me, is, say for example, like I have all the Fear games now, and I bought the Condemned series for the Xbox. Those are old games. The original installments of those games go back to when the system launched. What, am I not going to be able to get those games now? Or if I do purchase them, I'm going to have to get some ridiculously priced online pass to be able to play them? That is insane, and it totally takes away the freedom from the consumer. Look, I get it. Everything soon is going to go over to digital distribution anyway, so the used game market is only going to be an issue for a few more years. But I almost feel like this is punishing me for not buying every game as soon as it comes out. Say for example, they were already doing this with the Xbox 360, and I wanted to go back and play Condemned, which is now 3 years old for the sequel, and 6 years old for the original installment of the game. So I'm not going to be able to play those games, or I'm going to have to buy a $20 online pass to play them when the game goes for $4 or $5 now, just because I didn't get the game as soon as it came out, and the game is no longer in print, so you have to get a used copy of it. Whatever. Like I said, this is just a rumor, and even if it does come true, I don't know how they're going to implement it. But Microsoft, for you to put this feature into the next generation Xbox when optical medium is in the twilight of its life anyway, and to force people to have to buy games brand spanking new when they come out, That's not right. It's not right, and it totally takes away the freedom of the consumer. And if you do put this into place on the next Xbox, I'm not going to buy your next generation system, because that's just an awful business practice. I don't care what anybody says. Anyway, guys, leave your thoughts on these topics below. Tell me what you think about Nintendo's big losses, about the Wii U definitely coming out worldwide in 2012, and what Microsoft wants to do with the next Xbox by not allowing it to play used games. Let me know what you think. This is Rich of Review Tech USA, signing out.